Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for unboxing and review. You can see here, it says Montegrappa. So it comes in this very, I want to say sturdy box. It's quite a heavy box. And it has this metal plaque here as well. If I lift the lid here, you will see that it comes in a very beautiful inner box. And I'm going to lift this box out because it is actually caught there. But this is quite a nice box. And I do like Montegrappa that have provided this box. You can see there, Montegrappa. This is a titanium plaque. And this box is quite substantial. It's also got very strong magnets on it. So if I open the box, the first thing that you see here is extra high tech. And this is what it is. It's the extra high tech from Montegrappa. So you can see there the certificate of authenticity. And this is number pen 95 of 250. So there were only 250 of these pens made. The high tech is essentially, I love this bed. It really is quite luxurious. The high tech is really that it comes in titanium and carbon fiber that you can see there. So if I remove the pen, and I think let's try and remove the box and put it out of the way, and I'll zoom in a little bit more into this pen, and you'll see it here. This is the Montegrappa Extra High Tech. Now this really is an interesting pen. I bought this on eBay from a US seller. I did get charged import tax, which is fine. I did budget for the import tax. I think in the end it came out a little bit less than what I thought it was going to be. I typically normally look at 25%. Typically it's 20% tax, 2.5% duty, I think, and then so that's 22.5%, and then there's an admin fee from the courier as well. So typically I look at around 25% when importing something, so that I'm not surprised when it comes in and it's a higher price. So this is an interesting pen, very tactile feel to it. You can feel all these little divots here in that cap. Although I'd have to say it's feeling less and less, I think, as I am writing more with this pen. But you can see there, it does say Montegrappa there. And it really is an interesting pen. Carbon fiber there, weave on the body. And then what looks like a piston filling knob, it's not a piston filling knob. And I'll show you that this, again, has a titanium section there. Has a number 8 size 18 karat gold nib, and I think that one is a medium there. And if I unscrew the section, you will see there, a little bit of an inky converter. I will go and wipe that up. There you go. But you will find though that these are really decent converters. I really haven't had any problem. I think I've actually let this one evaporate for some time, and that's probably where some of the water has evaporated from that ink and probably sweated through the plastic there on the converter, or around any potential seal that it can find. Now, you can see there that it does say, if we can get it up the right way, 93 there of 250. I think that's 250. There you go. You can see that there, 93 of 250 there. But this is quite a weighty pen. It's not the heaviest pen I've had. You can post the cap. It will post securely, but not deeply. It's not a piston knob, so you don't need to worry about that. Although I would think that you might scratch that sort of blind cap there a little bit the more that you post it. Although that said, the inside there is plastic threads. So if anything, you're probably just going to ruin the threads on the cap the more you post it. So I wouldn't be posting this pen really, but it's a decent size there in my hand. I don't have any problems writing with it. It's not the lightest pen, but it's also not the heaviest pen. So I think with that, let's do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking about 140 millimeters in length. The length of the cap is 60 millimeters in length. And then we'll do the length of the body to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines. We are looking about 128 millimeters in length. So it's bordering on being an oversized pen, maybe not quite oversized, but still it's a fairly decent size in my hand there. So you can actually see that that is quite a good size. But I do love this carbon fiber weave. You can see that there. That really is beautiful. And also all of these holes or divots in the cap there as well. So I think with that, let's do a weight check. So bearing in mind that this is uninked, the full weight of the pen, we are looking at just under 43 grams in weight. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just under 12 grams in weight. And the weight of the body, we are looking at just under 31 grams in weight. So that is quite a weighty pen. It's not anywhere close to some of the 60 or 70 or even 90 gram pens that I do have in my collection, but it's also not a really lightweight pen either. So I think with that, let's go and do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Mont Blanc. This is the Writer's Edition, and this is Le Petit Prince Aviator. We have a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition Sir Arthur Conan Doyle 1902 edition. We have a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition Brothers Grimm, a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition Robert Louis Stevenson. We have the Montegrappa Extra High Tech. We have a classic pen CP5 made by Parker in the vintage. We have a classic pen CP5 made by Parker in the modern. We have a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition, and this is the Jules Verne. We have an Anoto Longitude. We have a Esterbrook ST Oversize in the Cosmic Wine. So I think let's go and do a writing sample. So this is the Montegrappa, and it's the extra high tech, and this is a medium 18 karat gold nib. The ink in here is Diamine Ochre, which I do like a lot. It has become quite a favourite of mine. If we do a line test, I'd definitely say it's putting down a medium Western nib. If I push it a little bit harder, I can get closer to a board. And you can see there with the figure of eights. And if I continue those vertical lines, you can see there's no hard starts or skips with that nib. So the nib is pretty well tuned. In terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. And we'll do another pass here. So you can see that this is quite a wet nib. And I have to say that I really am loving this Montegrappa Extra High Tech. What do I like? What do I not like about the pen? Well, I do like that it's a Montegrappa. I do really like that it's a converter and not a piston, because I can change those converters if the piston mechanism were to fail. I like the material on this. I like that it's got this titanium and also carbon fiber there as well. And I do like the weight. Is there anything that I dislike about the pen? I really can't think of anything I dislike. The pen writes really well. Perhaps maybe for The retail price of this pen, a lot of people would expect it to have a piston, but for me, it doesn't bother me, and I'd actually prefer it to have a cartridge converter because, like I said, they are more easier to repair. So pistons can snap over time. You get wear and tear on them, and at least with a cartridge converter, you can just go and buy another Montegrappa converter, put it in there, and it's actually, a lot of people will consider that a very cheap filling system, and yes, it probably is, but it's a user serviceable filling system, and I'm actually a little bit more of a fan of those nowadays. So there you have it. That's my unboxing review of the Montegrappa Extra High Tech in a medium 18-karat gold nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.